Welcome back to Pikmin 2.
Is that a Picklopedia?
Yes, it is.
It tells me about all the kind of gherkins I can get?
Yeah, it's for all the pickles. The Picklopedia shows you what you have killed. And it also shows you what happens when you throw a Pikmin at it.
Those are carrots.
Indeed. Well, we don't want to throw living creatures to get slaughtered by these pellet posies. And then, you know, you have the little dwarf red bulborbs. They're going after the carrots.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Yeah, so this is why we're not throwing live Pikmin at them. We are throwing what our company delivers, which I think is extremely clever. So, I kind of like the Picklopedia a lot because, you know, somebody had to model these creatures. Why not show them off? And, you know, you got a little description by Olimar. He's still a researcher at heart, and he documents everything that he sees. I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
Sad a bit to the world, I suppose.
There is another aspect to the Picklopedia which we won't be getting into until a hell of a lot later. But there is a second unlockable notes, but you have to do like some of the hardest stuff in the game, so we'll talk about that when and if I actually get to it. Another thing is we get to take a look at the treasures we have acquired. And sometimes Olimar has some notes about him. I don't think he has notes for everything.
It's the best battery! Why, just the other day, a friend of mine used Energizer, and, well, he's dead now.
Stupid bunny. Didn't make him survive. Go Duracell.
And I know another guy who uses Rayovac, and, well, I don't talk to him anymore.
Aren't there batteries that are called Die Hard?
I think so.
Like, just imagine having, one, your battery named after a very successful movie. That could have just been a mistake. But, imagine having the tagline, "These batteries are so good, they'll die hard."
You ever bought dollar batteries?
Yeah, they last about a quarter of the time that, you know, an Energizer or Duracell last.
It makes you think, oh wow, cheap batteries, that's great, I'll save a lot of money, but then they die that same day, basically.
Yeah, I've noticed the price of batteries going up. Like, I just bought an 18-pack yesterday at the store. $20.
Tch.
It is very expensive nowadays, but I will say they last a long time in my Xbox One controller, so at least there's that.
You still have to buy batteries for that thing.
Okay. The Xbox is, I don't know, it's a little back in the past, but it's still a damn good controller, so, you know, I'll feed it a battery every 2 weeks or so. Why not?
See, I had one of those, Power A wireless Switch controllers.
Oh,
and
yeah?
those also take AA batteries. And it got to the point where I was just spending all my money on getting AA batteries. So I'm like, fuck this, and I got a Pro controller.
Yeah, the Pro controller, amazing piece of hardware, does not drift as much as the Joy-Cons. If at all.
I haven't had a drift with those things yet.
Not with the Pro controller. Have you had Joy-Cons drift yet?
Oh, yes.
Okay, then we're
Vi
all...
and I have 2 Switches, that means we have 4 Joy-Cons, that means we got 4 drifting Joy-Cons.
It sucks. Because
But I found a way to at least temporarily repair the drift in your Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
You take a Q-tip, you get some isopropyl alcohol, rub it around the joysticks, and then you do one of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That I find at least temporarily fixes the drift for, you know, a day at the least, a week at the most.
See, it's just sad because it's amazing that the Switch exists in the first place, but having them be so expensive to replace just sours the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
Hey, at least the Pro Controller can survive gameplay sessions.
It's for pros.
Oh yeah, I'm a pro. Check it. I'm gonna show you some pro Pikmin playing. Damn it, I missed. Alright, the move to instantly kill smaller beings by throwing Pikmin on them, it still exists. I just messed it up.
You missed. You get the Switch Journeyman controller.
No, I don't want third party. I don't want Fred's brand.
It's misshapen, the buttons are stiff.
Ah!
The joysticks are loose.
I don't like it. Ew, I don't like it. Get it away from me. Is Mad Cat still around?
I do not think they are.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I figured I'd ask.
I think they just recently went out of business.
Oh, no. I'm trying to think. There was one third-party controller. I don't think it was Mad Cat's, but... Do you remember my blue GameCube controller?
Yes.
I still have it, and it still works like a charm. That is like one of the best controllers I have ever had. Oh, yeah, speaking of GameCube controllers, you can use the GameCube controller for the Wii version of Pikmin 2.
Oh.
I just remembered that. Oh, look at the little face.
Utter scrap.
Utter crap.
Am I to believe that if you get all the treasures, it adds up to 10,000?
Actually, no. That's the interesting thing about Pikmin 2, and what's going to make this Let's Play kind of special for me in a way. I have never 100%ed Pikmin 2.
Oh boy.
Back when I was young and stupid and got Pikmin 2 the very first time, I got the 10,000 debt paid off, and then stopped playing because I thought I beat the game.
Yep, back when you were young and stupid. Now you're older.
And stupid.
Yeah.
It's alright, it comes with age. Haha! Oh, come on, dude. Join. There we go. Yeah, this episode is going to introduce the main mechanic, I guess you would say, or special gameplay element of Pikmin 2. And this is where we start to get, fans saying, game's good, game's bad. Pikmin 2 has dungeons. By the way, love this song in the background.
Failing at my duty?
Don't worry, it's just jargon. You don't actually have to teach Louis things.
We just did this.
Yes, he is reintroducing the tutorial we had yesterday.
Oh, come on! Why?
Because hand-holding is a thing that still happens. Okay. There's our dungeon.
It looks like a butthole. I don't know.
Go straight into the warm butthole of the earth. Approach the hole and press the A button to jump right in. Yeah, I'm kind of glad... Oh, go ahead.
How do the I was just wondering, how do the dungeons work?
We'll get into that. I'm still glad that Pikmin is kind of like the experimental series that Nintendo tries to revamp, and with Pikmin 3 they definitely did that. So here's how they work. It tells you what the dungeon's name is, what hazards are in there, and how many Pikmin you're taking in, and how many treasures you may have collected. And once you jump in, you are stuck until you reach the end of the dungeon.
Oh, ew.
There is no... I don't think there is an emergency escape, although if your captains die, I think that it forcibly kicks you out of the dungeon.
Oh, go away! Oh god, he's like Fee.
A little bit. Fee wouldn't show up until about, what, 5 years later, I think? Basically, he's telling you, hey, you can still collect treasures down here, but you cannot grow Pikmin down here.
Oh, so the Pikmin you have is a Pikmin that you have to have.
Yes, all of your Pikmin have to survive, and if they don't, you have to leave and come back for the treasures you missed if you don't have enough to carry it back. So, therein lies the divide. There is plenty of strategy down here in these, because, you know, some of these dungeons are really easy, some of them take a bit of strategy. They're hard, they're easy. Some of them get hair-tearingly mean.
How does time pass in these dungeons?
That's the fun part. It doesn't.
Oh, good, because I would really hate to spend my time in this dungeon, escape by the skin of my teeth, and the game to go, Bop, it's dark, you're dead now!
And that's another intriguing part, and I'll go into that after this, because what happens if you take a monster and be recycled for money? Blech.
Gotta find the right buyer, man.
Hey, you there. You ever seen a bulborb body? Lifeless? Fleshy? I'll sell it to you.
Can make a lot of shirts out of this thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, take a look. Special bulborb shirt. It's amazing. The game is actually going to explain after we leave the dungeon, but you actually have infinite time to pay off the debt. The day cycle still works. You have 17 minutes, I think I said, from the original Pikmin LP. About 17 minutes a day. Time stops in dungeons, and you have as many days as you need to pay off the debt. And so, kinda counterbalanced each other.
Expanded the scope of the game. Got rid of the time limit. I see.
Oh hey, how about a cool, refreshing 7-Up, my friend?
7-Up? Okay. Why not?
Look, this game came out in 2004. 7-Up was still reputable.
7-Up's still good.
Here's what I like. Let's say, for example, you send your Pikmin to pick up a treasure, take it back, and it takes forever for them to get back. You can wait by the exit, and as soon as the ship sucks up the treasure and counts it towards your total, you just press A on the exit, and then you go. All of your Pikmin join you wherever you are.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. It's a time saver. Now, as you saw there, we're on the final floor, actually. We're at the end of the dungeon. Some of these dungeons can go past 10 floors.
Oh, great.
Even more.
Aren't you glad that they got infinite time for that?
Absolutely. Now, the difficulty. There are going to be some dungeons that are damn near impossible, and there's one in particular I'm thinking of right now that I have never played myself, but I have seen it played, and holy fuck, I can't wait to get to that one. But your progress is saved from floor to floor. So they throw you a bone in the fact that if your floor goes catastrophically wrong, like if you lose all your Pikmin, you hit that reset button and then you're back and able to try again. No harm, no foul.
Captain Olimar is no stranger to save scumming.
Yeah, you kind of have to save scum for some of these. But if you go to the next floor, you're done. You have officially saved and there's no turning back. Now, do you remember those flowers from the first game where you could transfer one Pikmin to a different color?
We're gonna change them into different colors without introducing the other Pikmin?
Yeah, so we're gonna toss these red ones into the purple flower and see what shows up. I'll be honest, this is what sold me on Pikmin 2. Were new Pikmin entirely.
Fat fuckers!
Sumo wrestlers! Look at this guy! The purple Pikmin! He's quite stocky, he's very heavy and strong. What if this Pikmin was so powerful, he counts for 10 Pikmin?
Make them all purple!
Yeah, so the introduction of a brand new Pikmin type, this guy, one of him counts for 10 Pikmin. These guys are extremely strong. And the best part is, their combat ability is almost unfair to the monsters. And I'll be showing that off.
So what's the drawback?
Oh, what's that? Oh, they're extremely slow. Yeah.
Hey, that's not nice.
They are ungodly slow as leaves. But here's an example of just their pure power. Even if I had 100 red Pikmin, we're not carrying this thing back because we can only have 100 on the field. But the purple Pikmin, yeah, toss these guys over here. Boom, an extra 10.
That's nice.
I don't know, this just blew me away when I was younger. I was like, oh my god, these Pikmin are so powerful. But you also have to go with the fact that, you know, if you're tossing, what, 11 purples to carry this thing back, you still only have the speed of 11 Pikmin carrying something back. So, it'll take a while.
It's about strength, again, not speed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't wait. The Pikmin 2 introduced two variants. Two new types of Pikmin. And both of them have amazing strategical use. Astounding!
You know, we could have gone without the character for the tutorials because we have to spend half of the tutorials saying, "Wow, look at that thing there! Isn't that incredible?" Before he gets to what it does or how to use it.
I know, there's so much extra fluff. And you know, some of my favorite games have that extra fluff, and I don't like it there. I don't know, it's just some throwaway stuff. It'll eventually stop, and the game will go, alright, go for it, have fun, don't die.
The sooner we get to that point, the better.
Also, this is kind of cool. So some of the treasures have extra bonuses. For collecting this half of a globe, or half of a spherical atlas, we can now go to a brand new area.
Call this place Texas.
Wow, it's huge! It's almost the size of two of the other places combined! Also, I want you to listen to the Pikmin here. It's so cute! Alright. So, hey, here's a little bit of trivia for you. If you stay on this screen in the GameCube version for about 3.5 minutes, you get Totaka's song.
Yep, I knew it was one of these, and it took like however many years to find this out.
Yeah, so this one, they took out both of the Totaka song Easter eggs in the Wii version for some unknown reason.
Why?
I don't know. Ask the developers. So, you know, I edited them back in. So I believe it's 3.5 minutes on this screen after finishing a dungeon 100%, mind you. You get this. There we go.
That was kind of weak. Oh no!
This one took years to find. At the save screen, in between floors of dungeons.
That one's better.
I can understand why that one took so long to find, because you essentially have to screw yourself out of saving to find it. The only way to get that is if you don't have a memory card inserted and you switch to a different floor in a dungeon. And again, that's like 3.5 minutes to find that one. Alright. Not a bad first day of spelunking. That's our first dungeon done, and the game actually speeds it up and says, okay, we're done with this day, let's move on to the next day.
Drinks are on me. I got the bitches.
He just takes those small dwarf bulborbs and just grinds them up into a nice, chalky chocolate milk. Ugh. Whoa! Oh, that is some chalky milk.
So we're talking about, I'm not excited, I could, and you feel just a weight on your shoulders.
We're not tired, and then you hear a loud thud from behind you.
It's like Metal Gear Solid 4, and he activates the nanomachines inside Olimar and Louie's body, and fatigue overtakes them. Louie, you also have massive diarrhea. It's like, what? No, I don't.
Why, nanomachines? Why?
Something bad's gonna go with that ship, I can tell.
It's definitely old, rusted, and rickety. Fingers crossed. We're almost 1/10 of the way from completing the debt.
Can't wait for that to come into play.
I can. It hurts.
Hello, Olimar! I gotta say, I love the crisp lemon lime taste of 7-Up. It now uses all natural ingredients, so it has an even better taste.
Mr. President, are you a marketing whore? No! Who told you could do this?
After all those product placement deals, and he still went under? Who the hell are we working for?
Well, don't you know, Pikmin 2 is brought to you by Uber Eats. Get your food quick with Uber Eats. Wait a minute.
Pikmin 2 is brought to you by Raycon Weed Killer.
Wait, what?
Huh.
Are we allowed to recycle jokes from Dead Rising 4? I don't think so.